What's up, everybody? And as you all know, the Cadillac Cyclone XP 74 concept was released recently in the summit this past Wednesday. I actually wasn't going to post this car just because I know everybody's buying it anyway to do the summit, but I figured I'd do a quick little video on it anyway just to check it out. So here we go with customization right now. Alright guys, getting right into the customization. So we have the official colors here, which basically are almost the same, and then you have all the regular colors you can put on most of the other cars as well, plus the custom liveries that people have made, which I'm sure are probably pretty awesome, like the Batmobile there. Pretty cool there. And then after that, we also have the visual parts, and all you can actually do is the rims here, which personally I probably won't change the rims only because I like how the rims look on this car, so I'll probably just leave those. Then we could do the rear wing as well and put up a little thing over it, which actually looks pretty awesome. Instead of having the convertible, you can put that over it, which is pretty cool. I do like that feature. And then actually after that, we just have the interior color with those really cool looking doors that open up there. And that's pretty much all when it comes to the customization, guys. There isn't too much with this vehicle. You can also do vanity items if you own the said vanity items for it. Whatever tires you feel like putting on there, you can put on there if you want. And that's pretty much all, guys. I can put those crazy ones on there. You could do smokes and all that. It really depends on what you own, like I said before. Anyway, let's go test out the top speed on this vehicle, which I'm sure most people are already aware of, considering they had to use this car in the summit. Alright guys, arriving outside with the car. So obviously, like I said, most people probably already know what this car can do because of the summit, but I'm going to do a quick little test run on it here at top speed. So as you know, this car only has 4 gears, which can make it pretty easy to race, but also kind of slow in acceleration depending on how it shifts and all that. And this car definitely is on the slower side of vehicles in the game. So if you're trying to race this thing competitively, you might have a bit of a challenge there. When I was doing the summit race, I was getting it a little over 215, which is exactly what it's doing here. So it's actually a pretty fast vehicle, does over 230. It does take a little time to get there, but overall the car is pretty quick for what it is, and definitely a cool vehicle to have in this class. So guys, instead of me jumping right into the sleep race, I figured I'd actually jump into the race that's in the summit with the new Cyclone. So overall, guys, most of you probably already know how this car actually is because you've probably driven this car a good amount in this specific race here in order to get a good score on the summit to try to get into platinum. So overall, how's the car? Well, it's honestly not terrible. Kind of mixed opinions on the 4, geared vehicles here. I mean, honestly, they're okay. A lot of you may have been driving the Beetle a little bit in other races and stuff and probably kind of mix on that car as well. It's kind of weird how they drive, but overall they're pretty quick as well. They get up to speed. If you're in manual, on the other hand, you got to be a little careful with it because sometimes you can literally shift down when you don't want to and go insanely slow around a corner. So you got to be a little careful on there. Learning on how the RPMs work on these cars can be a little weird. Overall, guys, you see right here doing a little top speed run in Miami. This car's actually pretty quick for what it is. It does 230 pretty easily. If you notice, the acceleration on this car is not the greatest, which is kind of understandable. Handling on this car is pretty good. I'll leave my build again in the end of the video, so you guys check that out if you want to try it. Customization wise, not too much going on there. I guess this car's more for just looks, obviously. Pretty cool to have in the game, though, that they're adding cars like that just into summits randomly, so that's pretty cool. Probably going to be happening more in the future as well, so something to look forward to with the vehicles in this game. You guys will notice that the car does handle pretty well here. I'm in second gear here. Like I said, with the 4-geared vehicles, you want to be kind of careful with these kind of transmissions, especially if you do drive in manual, because sometimes you'll shift right down in the first and go like 30 miles an hour, and it'll mess you up around the corner. You'll mess up your time and all that. So it'll definitely help you to go as fast as you possibly can. Being in the correct gear definitely helps. I notice these cars normally have a sweet spot in turns around second gear normally, which is something to keep an eye on. Even the little Beetle that has 4 gears, I notice that car is also really good in second gear, so keep an eye on that as well when driving that thing a little bit. As I said before, guys, a lot of people already know how this car drives and all that, so I'm not going to do a crazy review or anything on it. I just figured I'd jump in and drive it a little bit and do the summit race with it just to see how it performs and how this thing does. And honestly, it's actually not bad. Overall, it's a pretty decent car. This is one of those cars that they added the game where you just kind of want to just cruise around it and not like anything crazy competitive racing with it. This car is definitely not for that. We definitely have cars in the street class that are for competitive, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, overall, that'll pretty much sum up the video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this car. Do you guys like it? Definitely kind of weird. I do like how it looks. Cool to see them adding cars into random summits like that. I do like that feature. Hopefully they keep doing that, and we'll see more cars in the future summits. Overall, guys, that'll pretty much sum it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and the new Cyclone is a pretty cool vehicle.